how's it going? This is Darrin Goodman from GuitarControl.com bringing you this video lesson. Today I want to show you a cool, funky little riff that's it's a Dave Navarro from Jane's Addiction riff from the song Stop. It's the intro section, and it's just a kind of a cool, got a nice funky rhythm, uses some seventh chords and stuff. So be sure to click on the link in the description for the tabs, and let's get close up and take a look at this riff. Alright, so starting off, we have a E7 chord. So we are on the 7th fret of the 5th string with your 2nd finger, then the 6th fret of the 4th string with your 1st finger, and then the 7th fret of the 3rd string with your 3rd finger. Alright, so that is E7 because the root note is on the 5th string. Alright, so we've got, when you're strumming this, when you're doing this strum, it's kind of a wide strum, kind of a percussive strum. So you don't want to hear, when you're hitting that, you don't want to hear all the other strings ringing out. So I'm using my thumb over the top to keep the 6th string quiet, and then my 1st finger, when I'm playing, it's kind of drooped down so that it's keeping the first couple of strings muted. Alright, so the strum for this, you've got a downstroke while you're fretting the chord, and then an upstroke that's a muted percussive. So what you simply do is just release the pressure with your fretting hand. So you don't want to, move it away. Keep your fingers where they are on the, keep them where, where they are on the fretboard, but just release the pressure so that way when you do the upstroke, you just get that, percussive sound of the muted strings. So we have, so just simply down, upstroke is a mute. Repress your fingers down, downstroke. So then you're going to just take that chord shape and you're going to move it down a half step. So just move it down 1 fret. So your 2nd and 3rd finger, instead of being on the 7th fret and your 1st finger being on the 6th fret, now your 2nd and 3rd finger will be on the 6th fret and your 1st finger will be on the 5th fret. So we have, you strum that chord and slide back into it. So I love stuff like that. I just think it sounds cool. It's like it got a nice funky sound to it. All right, so you do that first part again. So now you're going to take that chord and slide it up a half step. So now your 1st finger is on the 7th fret and your 2nd and 3rd finger is on the 8th fret. So that's the entire that entire riff. So you play that, it's got to repeat, so you play it twice. So then it's where, now this is where the riff goes over to what I'm going to call the second part of it. And it's just using a bunch of just regular power chords that I'm sure you've already used, just your 5th power chords. So we've got our 1st finger on the 7th fret of the 5th string, and then we're going to fret the 9th fret of the 4th string. So you can use your 3rd finger, or in this case I'm using my my pinky, and I'll explain why in just a second. So that first chord, E5, see, So you strum that twice, then you just move straight down to the 6th and 5th strings, same frets. So it's the B5. Now you move back to the 5th and 4th string at the 5th fret with your 1st finger, and the 7th fret I'm using my 4th finger, and that's D5. And then the reason that I'm using my 4th finger in this case is because this next chord is you're gonna keep in this D5, but you're gonna change the root note to a C sharp. So you're gonna flatten the note you're playing with your 1st finger a half step. So going between my 1st and 4th finger here is a lot more comfortable for me than this, so that's why I do that. So that's the reason why I set up using my 4th finger. But if it's comfortable for you to use your 3rd finger, and that's better for you, then go for it. So that riff again, starting back at the top, we have the E5 to the B5 to the D5 to the C sharp, the D over C sharp. So. And then we're going to go to an A5, so we're now at the 5th fret of the 6th string with your 1st finger, and the 7th fret of the 5th string with, again, I'm just going to use my 4th finger. And then back up to the B5. So. Back to the E5 again, B5, D5, C, D over C sharp. So. Back to the top again. And then all the way down here to just this E5 power chord. So it's kind of like you're doing an E minor chord. You're fretting the 2nd fret of the 5th string, and you can also fret the 2nd fret of the 4th string as well, and then the 6th string open. So that whole section again. And that entire part repeats as well. So now from the top, both sections all together. All right, that's it. I hope that you enjoyed that and got something out of it. If you like the video, be sure to subscribe to the channel. Leave me a comment down below, and get the tabs for it and everything, and follow along. And anyway, until next time.